Alan has left the smoke firmly in his wake. You won't catch him paying the London congestion charge.
Elvis Costello there, part of our anti-London night with I Don't Want to Go to Chelsea. Ironically, Mr. Costello does in fact live in London. What a bloody hypocrite. I was going to play London Calling by The Clash, but it's awful. OK, right, just to let you know, the comedy character I featured on the show last night, the Anaraki Iraqi, the Baghdad-based train spotter, has been cancelled and will no longer feature on the show. Out of my hands.
Alan, where do you think TV is going these days? Downhill?
Absolutely. I mean, my attitude to television became so low, as in not singular, but down, that at one point I was considering not having a television in my house. But in the end, I just went for one of those plasma widescreen ones, which are expensive, but good, and I can afford one.
But of course, it's not all downhill. Some of it is uphill. Because this is a very exciting time for digital TV.
Absolutely. I saw two excellent documentaries last week, both about mudslides.
What's your favourite film?
Titanic. I think what James Cameron did with that film was extraordinary. I mean, I went to see the film and afterwards I just had to drive straight home. And normally, after I see a film, I have a curry. But after that, I just drove straight home. I mean, the film was also 3 hours long, so nowhere was open. That was the other reason I couldn't have a curry.
What's your least favourite film?
Gorillas in the Mist. I think it's a tragic waste of Sigourney Weaver. But if you mess about with monkeys, you will pay the price. Super Talk! And we're triple super talking tonight. 3 topics running.
Alan has never been afraid to tackle sensitive issues. He frequently sails close to the bone.
Trial separation. 2, what should we do about thieves, robbers, murderers, and mass murderers? And of course, the subject that's got the lines here in Meltdown for the second night running. Would you eat a colleague to survive? OK, line 1, we have Roy from Caister St Edmunds. Roy.
Hello?
Roy, would you eat, man?
Well, I was just thinking about those rugby players, right? What crashed their plane in the Andes Mountains.
Yeah, bad bounce.
Yeah, and I was wondering, if they'd all been supermodels, or had crashed and not rugby players, then there wouldn't have been as much for the survivors to eat.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Roy. However, supermodels have smaller appetites, so the lack of meat wouldn't really be a problem. Similarly, if a plane load of sumo wrestlers came down, they'd have a bigger appetite, but then, there'd be more of them to eat. So it sort of sorts itself out.
Yeah, there's not much meat on a supermodel.
Yeah, I know, that would be... Yeah, but I just made the point that in a plane of supermodels, the surviving models wouldn't have had much of an appetite anyway, so that sort of answers your point.
The sumo wrestlers have got, like, a big appetite.
I know! But as I said, in a plane of sumo wrestlers, Roy, there would be plenty of sumo wrestler meat to go round. I'm trying to have a serious debate, mate, about the rights and wrongs of cannibalism between people of similar stature. I didn't mention that earlier, but I would have thought that was implicit. You see my point, Roy?
Yeah, sorry for wasting your time.
That's all right. I'll speak to you again tomorrow.
So, shall we have some more questions from Digital Dave?
Yeah, sure.
Did you have a favourite uncle?
Did I have a favourite uncle?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Uncle Harry. He died last year, a virgin.
Oh.
Have you ever stolen anything?
The only thing I've ever stolen is other people's thunder and the limelight from Sue Lawley.
What's your favourite place in the world?
Gatwick Village.
If you could go back to that
Is that
time...
the end of Digital Dave?
Yes.
Yeah, I should say.
Sorry. If you could go back to that time in your life when you were temporarily very, hardly, very, very slightly overweight, what would you say to yourself?
Put down the Toblerone, go on a diet, get yourself a girlfriend, grow a beard, which is what I did.
Mm-hmm. What do you do these days if you feel low?
To relax, I collect celebrity memorabilia. This is the original first draft script from the comedy thriller Action Jackson. So, I've not seen it. And, for example, I have the dashboard here from the XJ6. as driven by Edward Woodward in The Equalizer. I'm very proud of that. Also, these are the trousers worn by Tom Baker as Doctor Who. The actual trousers.
The actual
trousers he wore. I wanted the scarf, but a phone bid came through from Tokyo. So the time is 10:09. That's the time. I'm talking to Amanda Crowther, Britain's top lady hawker. I don't mean she coughs a lot.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
I do actually cough a lot.
Funny hawker. Although you should actually get that checked. You know, could be throat cancer. It's now she keeps birds of prey, and that's actually quite funny because I was thinking of calling this part of the show. Normally call it Super Talk. I was thinking of calling it Super Hawk.
Yes, you'd have to call it super kestrel in this case.
Drop that. That's kestrel super. That's what tramps drink.
Super tramp.
Told you to drop it. Now, Amanda, can you train to the same degree of accuracy the following birds? A gull, a pigeon, a robin, and a bat.
No.
Why not?
Well, the birds have, if you like, a cognitive map in the brain, and that map is more highly developed in certain species than in others.
That bell ringing, by the way, is the bell that's attached to her foot.
Yes.
Why is there a bell on the foot?
Well, it's so that we know where she is.
Yeah. You can see the problem in the radio studio there.
Yes. Oh.
Should have thought about it before you came on the programme.
What are your beliefs?
I believe in the paranormal, I think, ever since I saw Christmas Carol. I don't mean a Muppet Christmas Carol with Sir Michael Caine, in which he gave a very moving portrayal of Scrooge. I mean the original cartoon by Dickens. But in terms of religion, I also sometimes like to hang out at the coffee shop in Norwich Cathedral, which shuts at 5, which is perfect for me. But it is 5 on the dot. There's no leeway. You know, for a cathedral, they can be pretty officious. They sell club biscuits and scones in cling film. One of the few places that still do. You know, what's happening to our national heritage?
Alan likes to contemplate his beliefs in the great outdoors.
Hi, I'm Alan Partridge. I'm a busy man. One day I can be recording a TV show, the next I can be shuttling up to Harrogate to host a Get Motivated weekend for the Bostik sales force. But when I go back to Norwich, I like to relax by rambling. I switch off my mobile phone, put my pager on mute and enjoy the stillness of the Norfolk countryside. Swaffham was our stalking ground when we were young. We'd all pile into the back of a friend's mustard-coloured Triumph Dolomite and have a picnic. And then drive home again. There's a caravan site there now. It's quite a good one. It's not gypsies. I mean, it's proper toilets and proper amenities. We're actually on the grounds of Mike Oldfield's country estate. We're not actually on his ground. This is common ground. That's Mr. Oldfield's over there. We did ask Mr. Oldfield if we could film there, but he said he wanted a bit of privacy. It's understandable. Would have been nice, you know. A bit small-minded, really. A bit nasty. I used to come here as a child. I would skim stones. On one occasion, I hit a duck and it disappeared beneath the water. To this day, I don't know whether it was dead or just badly concussed. I love birds, and I like to come here and make bird noises. I'm no Dr. Dolittle, but there are times when I think birds are the only ones I can really talk to. Maybe that's because I'm a partridge. Alan Partridge. Someone should clean up these leaves. It's good to see you wearing trousers too. I imagine wearing a skirt would be very unwise with a hawk flying around.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, I'm sure there's some sicko out there who you know, put a mini cam on a homing pigeon and train it to believe that Knickers is home. Okay, what do you feed hawks on?
Mice.
What, real ones?
Yes, you can buy them frozen.
You mean real mice? You don't mean chocolate mice?
No, real mice.